Hey you guys, it's Holly Golightly. Welcome back to my channel. Again, we have a guest host today. I am going to be talking to you about the perfumes I picked up in the Alkemia Apothecary July workshop sale. If you're interested in that, just stay tuned. First of all, welcome back to Perfume Vegas. I'm gonna be redoing some stuff in here, so be on the lookout for some background changes. But I do want to talk about something before I get into the perfumes. I'm gonna timestamp it, so if you don't want to hear, you can just jump right to the perfume stuff. It's just about my upload schedule and whatever. So, well, okay. The thing is that I'm a little overwhelmed by the amount of rampant consumerism that not only that I have been caught up in, but that I see on beauty channels and perfume channels on YouTube, people buying because they don't have anything else to do. So, although I'm still buying perfume, I've decided to just kind of pull back from YouTube and not be making so many videos, just so I don't have to feel like I need to have fresh new items, so that I can talk about the items I already have, that I can share information about products that are, small business, all that good stuff. So my previous upload schedule was Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I am not going to be on a schedule going forward. I'm also not guaranteeing a certain number of videos a week. I will try to have up at least one a week, but I can't guarantee that, because it will really just depend on if I can feel good about filming something. If I can feel good about filming something, or if there's something that I think needs to be said, because I don't think that we need to see another freaking haul video or another top 10 of my favorite summer scents, because my God, it's great. That's all really great, but it's been done. Fall's coming. Let's start thinking about our top 10 fall scents. How about our top 10 pre-fall scents? How about our top 10 scents for the Southern Hemisphere, where it's going to be spring? How about our top 10 scents for cities like mine that don't have a real fall? Anyway, that's not the point. The point is just to let you know, not to be expecting regular uploads. If that is a problem for you, I'm so sorry, but it's the best thing for me and for my channel for the moment. When anything changes, of course, I'll let you know. All right, back to the perfumes, or on to the perfumes. So Gigi is here. She doesn't want me to hold her. She wants to be running around being crazy, and she's been super crazy today. She's going through like a growth spurt or something. She's just out of her mind. So every year, Alkemia Perfumes of Alkemia Apothecary, Alkemia, they are an American indie brand, pretty well known in the indie perfume circles. They have a workshop sale, and what that is in July, usually the last half of the month, they sell off any old blends that didn't make it into actual perfumes that are being sold on the website. They sell off extras. They sell off damaged items, not damaged fragrances, but things like bottles that have been damaged, or labels that have been damaged, and so on and so forth. They also sometimes offer discontinued fragrances, if there's either had been some remade, or the last ends of discontinued fragrances at a discounted price. So I always do my best to pick up the Arcanum Experiments, what they're called, the fragrance blends that didn't make it into actual perfume. I can't look over there. She's crazy. I also this year picked up a discontinued scent. I picked up an Arcanum Experiment fragrance from last year, which somehow didn't end up in my pile, so I'm gonna have to go get that. And then I picked up 3 from this year's. So I have some different stuff. I also have an interesting one, and I have some samples. I will show everything in yeah, we'll just get started. Okay. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and get started with what I purchased. I'll start with the easiest one first because it is a pheromone. And so it has no scent really, and it doesn't really need to be described to you. I picked up a bottle of Pheromone P28, which is the female pheromone to attract the masculine gender. Apparently, according to their website, it works for non-binary and trans females as well. So I thought that was really cool. This is the oil format, but the pheromone itself is not changed. I've used pheromone products in the past. When I worked in a lingerie business, we were partnered with a company that had some pheromone enhanced products, and we sold them in our stores, and they were really good. So yeah, I'm going to be wearing this. I'm going to put this on, see how my partner reacts, see how other people react when I go out. If I ever go out. Kind of an odd time to be picking up a pheromone product, but hey, it is what it is. I will report back because this is a product that they sell on their website, the Pheromone P28, sorry. This was just a product with the oil format they were passing on, and they were also selling off damaged labeled ones. So that is currently available. I will link everything that is available for purchase down below. For the items that were one-offs or discontinued, I will try to offer a alternative, or if there are some still listed on the site, I will link that. Make sure to put all that down there. Okay, cool. So the next fragrance, let's go with the next rollerball fragrance. The next fragrance that I picked up was a discontinued scent called Corsair. This didn't leak during shipping, but you can see that this isn't the most full. And there's like a little, like, it's just, I think this is like the last of a batch, you know, of what was left. So I don't mind. This fragrance is scented with I know that there's oakmoss in it. I know that there is gray amber. It's a fairly it's a slightly aquatic fougere, but it is a very traditional type of fougere scent. It is definitely leaning masculine. We'll go ahead and put a little bit on. Go ahead and put a little bit on. I don't know what's wrong with me today. But it has oak moss. It has spicy. It smells really spicy today. These change with your skin really well. Or if that's not something you like, then stay away from indie perfumes. I don't know. Yeah, I'm having difficulty picking up what else is in there, but I think there is some type of herbal note. There's some sort of aquatic note, oak moss and gray amber. Super, super pretty. If you like wearing masculine fragrances, you definitely would enjoy this. It's not the most groundbreaking type of fougere, but I think it's hard to probably make a groundbreaking fougere at this point in perfumery. It is discontinued, of course, so I will try to find a similar fragrance on their site, but that was Alkemia Corsair. The next one is my 2019 pickup. This was left over from the 2019 workshop sale. It's the Arcanum Experience. this is gonna be like with that other word. I couldn't figure it out. Okay. The Arcanum Experiments 2019 number 26. This is what it looks like. It's just their older style gold label. And it is creamy tuberose, white floral, and fresh dirt. That's just up my alley. Tuberose and dirt. So these don't have the roller balls, so I do have to apply directly to my skin. This one, I don't pick up the florals very strongly. I'm trying to avoid the Corsair scent. I pick up the florals lightly. I do pick up the dirt quite a bit, quite a bit more, but it's like a dirty, like a florally dirt scent. It's not just like a straight wet dirt kind of fragrance that you can find. You can definitely find in indie perfumery if that's what you're looking for. I am surprised that I'm only picking up kind of that single note, especially since this is from 2019. It has had plenty of time to sit, develop. I don't have a lot to say about it yet. I'll have to wait until it's that time of the month for me, so I am gonna wait until my chemistry changes and see about giving it another go. I like the fragrance. It's perfectly fine to wear, and for the price that I paid, which was $8, $8, like, I'm not hurting about this at all, but I do wish the florals were a little bit more prominent. So, on to the fragrances from this year's workshop. Let's go in order. Number two I picked up because remember I was talking like I was on a hunt for perfumes with pineapple. Well, this one is 2020 Arcanum Experiments number 2. This one is pineapple, coconut, mango, patchouli, incense. Just that description makes me happy. Ooh. I got way too much. The pineapple is not the strongest of the fruity notes. Surprisingly, the mango definitely comes up a bit more for me than the pineapple. Coconut is light, patchouli's there, but then on the dry down, it is a very strong smoky incense. And that's where I start to smell some of the pineapple. It smells like grilled pineapple, but like a little bit sweeter and incensier. This one is definitely one that could be worn year round. It's much darker than those fruity top notes lead you to believe, with patchouli and incense in there. It's nice and deep and grounded. Could be worn year round. It could be mixed or layered with lighter summer fruity fragrances to make them more appropriate for fall or winter if you wanted to wear it that way. I really like number 2. Not a scent that I probably be wearing alone, but layered with other fragrances, I think it's really good for adding depth to some of those lighter scents. Number 14 is my favorite of all of the Arcanum Experiments I purchased. This is 2020, number 14 is ISO-E, mahogany, oakmoss, and gray amber. I feel like maybe I'm getting those notes mixed up with Corsair's notes. So I'll look up Corsair and put those notes for you down below. The ISO-E in this makes it last forever. Way longer than a typical indie oil perfume usually. Projection and longevity. Ah, it smells amazing, and it's got that mahogany note. That is mahogany. It's a note that I think is pretty, it's a fragrance, that's the word I'm looking for. it's a ingredient that I think is probably fairly expensive, as mahogany in itself is a pretty pricey wood. So you don't smell it in designer perfumes very often. But if you haven't smelled mahogany wood fragrance, it is it's like a rich woody scent. It always makes me think of, the scent does smell like the imagined color of mahogany looks, if that makes sense to me. For me, color and scent are really tightly associated, so I do smell colors sometimes, and mahogany is one of those notes that shows up as a color, and it's just a rich reddish woody color scent. Beautiful. In this, the gray amber is definitely not a strongly noticeable note, but the oakmoss makes an appearance when the mahogany starts to soften a bit. And this one, I noticed when I tried it, was lasting and projecting on my skin for like 3 or 4 hours, which is unheard of for perfume oils. They're very close, you know, they don't project as much. That's just the way that they're made. This one's just gorgeous. That mahogany note is gorgeous, and the ISOE sets it like up above all the rest. So it's really, really good. And then the last Arcanum Experiment and the last full bottle I have is from 2020, number 25. This one was actually in pretty high demand, and a lot of people thought it had sold out, but they had forgotten to list it. So it actually showed up on the website about a day later, and I was checking for new editions, and I saw it, and I grabbed it. This is vanilla incense, gingerbread cookies, and New Orleans king cake. I have all of the other ones on my other arm, so we'll do this on. Oh, it smells like vanilla rami. It's like a boozy vanilla almondy cake. If you've never had king cake, it's made with, it's very almondy. Boozy vanilla almond cake. Spicy, a little spicy from the gingery sweetness. A little smoky, but it's such a good gourmand. I wish, this is the type of gourmand fragrance that the mass market needs to understand what a gourmand fragrance really is. Like, not your just any old vanilla, you know? Something truly delicious, something truly edible, something truly gourmand. So that was number 25. Then the last one I have is Amber Caramelized. Oh my god. I'm like praying this doesn't smell good, because I well, ain't that the tits. I just totally poured this out all over me. Smells great, by the way. It smells really good. It smells sweet and caramely. I'm gonna just put it, it's just my hair, to kind of not waste all of this product. Oh my god. Luckily, it smells a little bit too caramely. It's a little bit too much of a caramel latte type of scent for me. So probably not one that I would have been purchasing anyway, thank goodness. That was Amber to Autumn, or no, it wasn't. It was Amber Caramelized. It's really pretty. If you like caramel, if you want a caramel latte kind of fragrance, this would be one that I would suggest checking out, because it is a amber latte, or it is a caramel latte type of fragrance. All right, you guys, I have got to get myself cleaned up, and that was the last fragrance. So if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up for more indie fragrance type of videos, and so that you know when I upload again next. Since it's not going to be on a schedule, you'll want to make sure you're hitting the wiggly bell, keeping that notifications turned on. Also subscribe so it shows up in your subscriptions feed. And I really, really hope to see you guys very soon in another video. Until then, I'm wishing you all well and have a wonderful day.